Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do King Pigeon and all of the preparation poses that will help you get there. We're gonna flow through a sequence that contains elements of King Pigeon. There are lots of modifications and all you're going to need is your mat. Welcome to Move with Melinda, where I help you move through life with strength. King Pigeon is a back bend that requires extension through the entire back, shoulders, and hip. There are a lot of poses that can help you prepare for this one, but really the point is not to get there. The point is to enjoy the journey. So let's flow. We're gonna start in child's pose. Take your knees wide, big toes to touch. Walk the hands forward, sit your hips back onto your heels. Let the forehead connect to the floor. Start to slow down your breathing. Notice the inhales and notice the exhales. And as you breathe out, just let the hips settle into the feet. As you inhale, feel the belly press into the thighs. And as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper into your mat. Feel the support of the mat beneath you. Start to tune in to the inner workings of your body. On your next inhale, gaze forward, walk both hands over to the right hand side, and exhale, sink down again. Left hand stretches out a little bit further than the right as you feel a gentle side bend towards the right. Breathe into the left side of your body. Inhale, walking both hands back to center. Exhale, walk both hands over to the left hand side. And exhale, melt down. Breathe into the right side of your body as you feel a gentle side bend. Keep sitting the hips back and down. On your next inhale, walk both hands back to center. Gaze forward, take the elbows onto the floor, slide forward onto your belly. Pressing the chest forward, pull the elbows back. Take a deep breath in, exhale, start to round between the shoulder blades. Take the thighs off the floor. Inhale, roll from thighs to hips, pressing the chest forward. Exhale, round, tuck, coil in. And then inhale, drop the hips, press the belly down, chest forward. One more round. Exhale, round. And inhale to drop. And then stack your hands, rest the forehead on top. Slow breath in. Exhale, let the heels fall out towards the sides. Inhale, peel your forehead off your hands. Slide your hands nice and wide and tent the fingertips onto the floor. Inhale, peel your chest up. Exhale, drop the right shoulder, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, drop the left, look over the right. Two more each side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale, drop the shoulder. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center, lower all the way down. Take the hands beside your chest. Point the toes, peel your chest up, all the way up, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Stepping the feet hip width apart Hands are shoulder distance apart. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. If this is your first downward dog for the day, try not to force anything. Just feel where your body's at right now. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower the heels back down. 2 more. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower down. Last one. Inhale, lift your heels. Start to tiptoe your way to the top of your mat, walking the feet towards the hands. Inhale, palms to shin, lengthen head to tail. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, circle both arms overhead, palms connect. Exhale, take the palms to chest, take a deep breath in. Exhale, take the palms to the side. Loop the shoulders up, back, then down. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, dive your chest forward as you fold over the legs. Inhale, palms to shin, lengthen halfway. Exhale, hands to the floor, step your right foot back, left foot back, plank position. Tap your knees to the floor, lower your chest all the way towards the mat. Inhale, peel up halfway to cobra. Exhale, lower down, press through tabletop, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Let the shoulders come away from the ears. And maybe slightly pigeon toeing the feet just a little bit so that the knees line up with your second and third toe. Heels line up with second and third toe. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step your right foot forward, left foot forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, palms to shin, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach both arms overhead, palms connect. Exhale, take the palms to center, deep breath in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, tip from the hips, fold through center line. Inhale, palms to shin, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back, right foot back, plank position. Option to tap the knees or bump your chest forward and lower your body all the way down towards the floor. Inhale, peel up halfway. Exhale, lower all the way down. Press through tabletop position. Tuck the toes underneath, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend your knees, look forward, step your left foot forward, right foot forward to the top. Inhale, palms to shin, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, circle both arms overhead, palms connect. Exhale, take the palms to center, take a deep breath in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, tip forward as you fold. Inhale, palms to shin, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step or hop your feet, plank. Tap your knees to the floor or lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, roll through the toes. Exhale, pike your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. On your next inhale, right leg kicks up towards the sky. As the right toe points up towards the sky, left heel grounds down. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, right foot steps forward in the space between the hands. Pivot your back heel parallel to the back edge. Circle the arms all the way up to warrior two. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to land. Flip your right palm on an inhale. Exhale, reach up and back. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, circle both hands towards the floor. Right foot steps back to plank. Tap your knees down or lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, press through the hands. Exhale, pike your hips up, downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, kick your left leg up towards the sky. Press down through the right heel as you lift up through the left toes. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, left foot steps forward in the space between the hands. Pivot the back heel towards the floor. Inhale, warrior two. Take the gaze towards your front palm. Inhale, flip the hand. Exhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Keep bending into your front knee. Exhale, circle the hands towards the floor. Step your left foot back to plank, tap the knees or lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift through the chest. Exhale, pike your hips back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Find steadiness in that breath again. Let the head hang. Feel heavy through the heels. On your next inhale, lower the knees towards the floor. You're in tabletop position. From here, walk your hands forward, but keep your hips up nice and high. Anahatasana, melting heart pose. If chin or mouth is not accessible, lower the forehead towards the floor. Keeping your hips up high, feel a back bend in your mid-back. On an inhale, gaze forward, slide forward onto your elbows. You're in forearm plank. Breathe here, press the heels back, and grow tall through the crown of your head. Inhale, take both hands parallel to the top edge of your mat. Pivot the feet towards the left side. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky for side plank. Exhale, pivot on the toes, both arms back down. Drop the heels to the right as the left arm floats up towards the sky. Inhale, coming back to center, and then lower the hips all the way onto your mat. On your inhale, take the right elbow onto the floor, left arm reaches back, bend your left knee, grab the top of your left foot and hold here as you square off towards the center again. Inhale, kick the left foot into the left hand, right arm starts to sweep forward and maybe float your bottom foot off as well. On your next inhale, lower all the way down, switching sides. Left elbow parallel to the front edge of the mat, bend your right knee, right arm reaches back, and square to the center again. Right foot kicks into the right hand as you lift up, maybe float your left arm up, maybe float the left leg up. Holding here for half bow. Keep pressing the chest forward. And then lower all the way back down. Take the hands by the rib cage. Press yourself all the way up, upward facing dog. Exhale, pike your hips up, downward facing dog. Slow breath in. Exhale, breathe out. Big toes touch. Inhale, right leg kicks up towards the sky. Exhale, right foot steps forward in the space between the hands. Inhale, high lunge, hold here. Back heel stays high as the chest squares towards the front of your mat. Feel length from the fingertips to the hips. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, open up the arms and twist towards your front leg. As you hold here, feel rotation in your upper back. Take an inhale as you land. Exhale, drop your back arm, reach all the way up, reverse your warrior. Combination of a back bend and side bend. Exhale, take the left hand onto the floor. Right arm floats up towards the sky. See if you can bring the left shoulder closer to the right knee. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath, round in the upper back. Inhale, sink the hips, rotate up towards the sky. 2 more. Exhale to round. Inhale, drop hips and rotate. Last one here. Exhale to round. Inhale, lift all the way up. On your next inhale, right hand towards the floor. Tap your left knee down. Straighten the right leg. You're in Ardha Hanuman, half split. Feel the stretch through the back of the leg. And as you pull the toes back a little bit more, feel a deeper stretch in the back of your front leg. On an inhale, send the hips forward. Inhale, reach both arms overhead, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, interlace all 10 fingers behind you. Reach the chest up towards the ceiling. Hold here. As the fists travel towards the floor, push the chest forward and up. On an inhale, release the hands. Take both hands onto the inside of your foot. You're in lizard's pose. Maybe the toes and the knees start to turn out a little bit, and you're feeling a little bit of external rotation in the front hip. Option to hold here or lower down onto your elbows if you need a deeper stretch. On your next inhale, press back up onto your hands if you're not already there. Right hand comes to the outside of the right foot. Tuck the back toes under, straighten the legs, step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Uncoil to your high plank. Tap the knees down or lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, pike the hips, downward facing dog. Reset and breathe. On your next inhale, left leg kicks up towards the sky for 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps forward in the space between the hands. Inhale, reach both arms overhead, high lunge. As you exhale, sink into the hips, but contain the ribs as you lock that core in. Inhale to lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, start to twist towards your front leg. So rotating along the axis of your back. Try to keep the weight centered between both legs. Exhale, left hand to the back, right arm reaches up. Your back bend and side bend. Inhale, come all the way back up. Right hand to the floor, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Keep pressing through the back heel and rotate as you wrap the right side of your ribs under the left. Breathing for 3 rounds. Exhale, round between the shoulder blades. Thread the arm underneath. Inhale, sink your hips, reach the arm overhead. 2 more. Exhale to round. Inhale, sink hips, reach up towards the sky. Last one. Exhale to round. Inhale, sink hips, reach up. Exhale, take the left hand to the floor, tap your back knee down, send your hips back, pull the left toes up, Ardha Hanuman. Breathe into the backs of your legs, keeping your chest tall and strong. Squaring up the hips. Breathe here. Inhale, shift the hips forward, reach both arms towards the sky, lift through the chest. Exhale, interlace all 10 fingers behind you, pull the fist towards the floor, reach the chest up towards the sky. Breathe here. Variation on a lunge. Keep reaching the chest forward as you keep tucking the chin in. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, take both hands to the inside of your left foot. Maybe the left toes and the knee will start to turn out. Just make sure the knees are lined up with the toes. Lizard's pose. Option to stay here on your hands, or if you came down to your elbows on the other side, maybe try it on your elbows on this side as well. Inhale, press back up towards your hands. Left hand goes towards the outside of the left foot. Straighten your back leg, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, unravel to your high plank. Tap your knees to the floor or lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, press through the hands. Exhale, pike the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, tap your knees lower down towards the floor. Hips over the heels, walk your hands forward, melt your chest down towards the floor. Anahatasana. Option to stay here just like you did in the first time, or if you can get your mouth or chin or forehead onto the floor, see if you can walk your hands closer together and then start to bend your elbows, prayer hands, and bring the hands towards the base of your neck. Feel the stretch in the underarms and the sides of your body. Inhale, release the hands. Take the hands parallel onto your mat. Slide forward into your high plank. Stack the forearms, one in front of the other. Inhale, drop the heels left as the right arm reaches up and then over. Feel length across the right side of your body. Right hand towards the floor, back to center. Drop the heels to the right. Inhale, left arm reaches overhead. Pinky side of the hand towards the floor. And then lower all the way back down. Tap the knees to the floor and then lower onto your belly. Inhale, right arm reaches back for the top of your right foot. Pull the heel towards the hips, or option to spin the fingertips to face the front. You're in Ardha Bakasana, half frog. So feel the opening in the shoulders and feel the opening in the front of the hip. Exhale, release and lower all the way back down. Switching sides. Bend your left knee, left arm reaches all the way around, pull the left heel towards the left hip. Option to stay here or start to spin the fingertips to face the front of your mat. Elbow comes up towards the sky. Feel the opening in the shoulders and the quads and the hips. Exhale, slowly release the foot, release the hand. Take both hands by the sides of your chest. Inhale, press all the way up to upward facing dog. Exhale, pike your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Coming back to the breath again. Big toes touch. Inhale, right leg kicks up towards the sky. Start to bend your right knee to stack the right hip on top of the left. Feel the stretch across the abdomen and into the right hip. Inhale, gaze forward. Right foot steps forward in the space between the hands. Inhale, reach both arms overhead, high runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, bend your left elbow. Right hand grabs left elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, start to side bend towards the right as you feel the stretch across the left side of your body. Feel the side bend. Inhale, take both hands overhead. Exhale, connect the palms to center. Start to dive your chest forward 45 degrees. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Palms connect to prayer. Take the gaze towards the ceiling if that's comfortable for you, and keep a strong back leg. Inhale, reach the right arm back. Exhale, coming back to center. 2 more. Inhale to reach. Exhale, center. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale to stack. Take both hands towards the floor. Tap your back knee down. Sit your hips towards the back. Ardha Hanuman half split. Take a breath here and feel the stretch in the backs of your legs. Keep pulling the toes towards you. Inhale, send your hips forward, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, circle the arms towards the base of your spine. Fingertips can point down or fingertips can point up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach your chest forward and up as you feel that gentle back bend. Keeping slight engagement through the core. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, take both hands to the inside of your right foot. Hold here in your lizard's pose. Option to stay here or coming down onto your elbows. If coming down onto your elbows is extremely accessible, go ahead and spin the left forearm to become parallel with your mat. Start to bend your left knee and hold. Option, right hand reaches back for that leg. And then you can start to spin the chest to become parallel to the mat. And you're going to feel a really strong stretch in the back leg. Gently release the foot. Circle the hand towards the outside of your right foot, pressing up to both hands. Tuck your back toes under, straighten back leg. Step your right foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Uncoil to your high plank. Tap your knees to the floor or lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift through the chest. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Stay here and breathe. Inhale, big toes touch, left leg kicks up towards the sky. 3-legged dog. Start to bend your left knee, stack your left hip on top of the right. Feel the opening across the left side of the abdomen and the hip. Inhale, left foot steps forward in the space between the hands. Inhale, high lunge, circle both arms overhead. And as you exhale, feel the strength in your legs. Start to bend your right elbow, left hand to the top and pull towards the center. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, start to side bend towards the right. Breathe into the right side of your body. Inhale, coming all the way back to center, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, connect the palms to heart center and start to dive your chest forward. Take the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh as you hook and you rotate. Find strength through the legs as you twist. Inhale, left arm reaches back. Exhale, palms connect. 2 more, left arm reaches back. Palms connect. 1 more time. Inhale to reach back. Exhale, palms connect. Take both hands towards the floor, tap your back knee down, straighten the front leg, Ardha Hanuman half split. Breathe into the hamstrings and find the edge that feels like a stretch, but it's not uncomfortable. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, take the hands towards your low back, fingertips down, or fingertips point up. Inhale, reach the chest up towards the sky as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Exhale, take both hands towards the floor on the inside of your left foot. Stay here, or option, lower forearms onto the floor. If forearms on the floor is really easy, maybe bring the right forearm parallel to the top edge of the mat. Left arm reaches back as you start to bend your right knee, pull the heel towards the hip. And then start to maybe turn your chest parallel to your mat. Gently release the foot and swing the hand back towards the front. Press up onto your hands, left hand to the outside of your foot. Straighten your back leg, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, wave forward to your high plank. Tap your knees to the floor or lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift through the chest. Exhale, pike the hips up, downward facing dog, and breathe. On your next inhale, point the toes and come down onto your knees. Sit on top of the heels. Loop the shoulders up, back, down. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Find your center again and breathe. On your next inhale, start to blink the eyes open again. Inhale, circle the right arm overhead, bend the elbow, left hand is going to pull the right elbow towards center line. Option 1 to stay here. Option 2, left thumb towards the floor, and then fingertips interlace, and you make a connection here. Gomukhasana arms. Feel the opening in the shoulders. And exhale, release. Inhale, left arm circles overhead this time. Bend the left elbow. Right hand pulls left elbow to center. Option to stay here, or right thumb towards the floor. Right fingertips connect with the left. Breathe here and notice how both sides might feel a little bit different. And release the arms. Take both hands out in front of you, tuck the toes underneath, downward facing dog. Inhale, big toes touch. Kick your right leg up towards the sky, and then lower your right knee in the space between the hands. Pivot the right shin parallel to the mat, and then toes of the back foot face the sides of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms side by side. Inhale, left arm reaches overhead, side bend. Exhale, chase the horizon with the fingertips. Inhale, side bend towards the left. Fingertips chase the horizon. 2 more times, inhale and exhale. Last one here, and exhale. Option to take the right fingertips towards the low back, pointing to the floor, or fingertips point up towards the sky. Inhale, start to reach the left arm up and maybe start to drop back slightly, keeping your core engaged. Tuck the tailbone under, push the chest up towards the sky. 3, 2, 1. Circle across the horizon, both arms reach. Right hand down, left arm reaches, hold here, or start to float the left leg off the floor. Take the gaze towards the hands if that's available to you, either flexing through the feet or pointing through the toes. And then go ahead, lower the foot back down, lower the hand back down, and then press yourself all the way back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg kicks up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee in the space between the hands. Pivot the left foot towards the left side of your mat. Right toes point towards the sides. Inhale, lengthen here, side bend. Inhale, drop over to the left. Exhale, chase the horizon as you side bend over towards the right. Chase that horizon 2 more times, reach, and across. 1 more time here. Left fingertips point down towards the floor or up towards the ceiling at the base of your low back. Inhale, right arm reaches overhead. Option to stay or start to recline backwards as you push the heart up towards the sky and hips drive forward as the tailbone tucks under. Exhale, release all the way back up. Hold here. Left hand towards the floor, right arm up to the sky. Option to float the right leg off the floor. Find your balance here. Lower your foot down and then inhale, come all the way back up. Hands to the floor and then step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg up towards the sky. Lower your shin onto your mat, lower down to your pigeon pose. Inhale to lengthen the chest. We'll hold here in an upright position to start. Option to stay here or start to interlace all 10 fingers behind you. Reach the chest forward and up. Find your back bend here. Option 3 is to start to bend your back knee. Maybe grab the top of your foot like we did once again. And then maybe you can hook the elbow towards the foot. Maybe right arm reaches up and back for your mermaid pose. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Another option is king pigeon. So start to bend your back knee and you flex your foot as you grab the foot here. You're going to spin, so lean back first. Spin the elbow up towards the sky. Maybe other arm reaches up. Gently lower back down. Take the hands to the floor, switch sides, moving through downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Lower down. Inhale, left leg kicks up towards the sky. Left shin lowers onto your mat. Hold here. Inhale, stay upright. Tops of your back toes stay on top of the mat. As you stay upright, feel the shoulders press back and the heart press forward. Option to maybe interlace the fingers behind you, pull the fists down towards the floor as the heart reaches up towards the sky. Option to move into mermaid pose, bend your back knee, pull the back heel in, maybe hook with your elbow, and then maybe left arm reaches up and over. Option to move into your king pigeon, flex your foot, grab the top, and then start to spin from the elbows up towards the sky. Other arm moves back. Gently release here. Take both hands towards the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Walk out your dog and breathe here. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift through the heels. Bend your knees, hop or step towards the shins. Sit over to one side, swaying your legs out in front of you. Straighten both legs and inhale, zip up tall. Pull, right knee to chest. Take the right foot, cross it over the left thigh, stay here. Circle the right arm back, left arm reaches up towards the sky, left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Inhale to zip up tall. Exhale, start to rotate towards the back. Feel the twist in your back. Inhale, counter twist, stay up tall, zip up, and exhale, release. Go ahead and start to bend your left knee as well. We're in Gomukhasana legs. Inhale to zip up tall, exhale, start to forward fold and just really collapse and breathe. Rest the forehead on blocks if you need to. Turn this into a passive stretch. Inhale, come all the way back up. Switch the cross of the legs, but this time we'll bend the left knee. Left sole of the foot crosses over the right thigh. Left arm comes behind you. Inhale, right arm reaches. Right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, zip up tall. Exhale, start to twist. As you breathe here, as you breathe in, fill up through the chest. As you exhale, empty. And feel like you can rotate a little bit more. Exhale, come all the way back to center, counter pose, twist towards the other side with a tall spine. Inhale, coming back to center, bend your other leg and inhale, zip up tall. Exhale, tip forward and fold. Inhale takes you all the way back up. Uncross the legs, and then you're in your boat pose. Hands towards the backs of the knees, zip up tall, rock back, and then float your feet off the floor and hold. Option to stay or start to reach the arms or straighten the legs. And then we'll lower to the floor for 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, soles of the feet onto the floor. Cross your right thigh over the left. Open up your arms in cactus arms or T-shape. Bump your hips to the right. Drop both knees over to the left as you gaze towards the right. Feel that twist. Inhale takes you back to center. Uncross the legs, switch the cross, left thigh over to the right, bump the hips left, drop right, gaze left. On your next inhale, coming back to center, unravel the legs, unravel the arms, and you're in your final resting pose, Shavasana. Take a moment here to close your eyes and once again clear the mind. Listen to the wave-like sound of the breath as you breathe in, belly rise. As you exhale, belly falls. You can stay here for as long as this serves you, but try to stay for at least 10 breaths. Notice what happens with the inhales. Notice what happens with the exhales. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. The light in me salutes the light in you. Namaste.